This is Dustin J, and you're watching Caesar Made It. Caesar Made It. Caesar Made It. Caesar Made It.
But no, that's just wild how we starting to like change as people, and it's like I don't know, it's like we feel like we on the point where we getting support, but I think it's fake support. So it's like
It's
how
not
long?
re-
How
I don't
long
think
is
it's
it gonna
really.
last?
No, I don't think it. I think it. Black Lives Matter made it a fad. It was popular to be pro-black, not from us because we've been pro-black all our lives, but for corporations and it goes the same thing with gay pride. It drives me crazy that every designer and every store wants to slap a rainbow flag on their Instagram and what we support y'all. No, we need y'all to support 365, not just in June. That doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
You need more and it's getting better because I can see like the commercials where, you got non-binary and trans people, but that should have been like, because let's be all honest, the style comes from us, and we give
the
it.
fashion scene. Yeah.
The fashion comes from us. The design from right. I was talking about this earlier, right down to how black females put on their makeup. Drag queens have been doing this like that forever. It just became a fad with the cisgender straight community, and then men fall in love with, oh, she's so beautiful, but Darian, aka Danita, who been doing drag at the local bar all week every Saturday, she been doing that kind of makeup forever, but she decided to do her cousin makeup, and now you think she's gorgeous.
Yeah. But it's just, I don't know. I guess once people realize like, oh snap, this came from this community, it's like, okay, well we got to kind of flip it and masculine it.
But all in the end, didn't the white man do the same thing to the black man?
Yeah.
They would take our songs, they would take how we dress, the style of car, how we talk, and they flipped it to what they was. So basically, it's the same thing.
Okay, back to the support the gay pride situation, and you said it's a fad, but like we had a little conversation earlier. Do you think that I mean, not do you think, because you part of that community, but people are feeling like it's a part of agenda to start pushing that shit in everybody's face, like gay, like like.
Well,
I mean,
it's not really an agenda. It's more of where we took what you gave us. Now is we're gonna take what belongs to us. Just like black people in the 70s and stuff like that, nothing changed until people start getting violent.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Black Panthers, nothing changed until we punched you in the face with our blackness.
Yeah, but it's coming to a point where they change.
But the white man said the same thing about us.
But they changing superheroes to homosexuals.
Okay, so
like Robin.
Okay, so here's the thing with that.
How Robin became
okay, so here's the thing with that. A lot of people don't recognize about comic books and stuff like that. A lot of that is stemmed in homosexual culture. A lot of those artists.
You say that?
A lot of those artists. You can even look at the homoerotic imagery in comic books.
Not that I was saying.
They look very sexual.
Now that
even
the
men
man running around in tights.
Yeah, in tights and super ultimate masculinity is set in that because a lot of those comic book artists and stuff were homosexuals.
But if you think about it, this man been straight our whole lives.
To your knowledge. Because that's what a straight man told you he was straight.
Listen,
I've been straight, guys.
I've been straight. This man been straight his our whole lives, and then next thing you know, it just feel like a gender. Like all of a sudden, Robin gay. All of a sudden, this. They changing cartoon characters, and then like people feel like kids are too young to be like influenced by that stuff. They feel like people feel like they got to make that decision when they get older, and that's how I feel. whatever child, like I feel like you too young to make that decision when you young.
Okay, let me tell you. Let me turn out. When did you decide that did you like girls?
I like the girls ever since I was little, but I'm just saying.
Okay, no. That's
Go ahead.
So you saying you decided?
No, but I'm saying this. My parents also told me, don't focus on that. Worry about this.
No,
worry
okay,
about that.
okay. That sounds nice, but in reality, when did you decide I like females?
That's just how. Yeah, my whole life.
Did your mom and daddy have to tell you that
What
you like girls?
No, I was raised that way, and I was
Okay.
I was raised that way.
So you were raised to like girls?
I was raised. That's what society's taught me. That's what my parents taught me. That's how I was raised. A man and a woman be together. They love each other. This and that.
Okay, so imagine.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, so
if
imagine
you were raised that way, it's like it's a taught thing. It's a taught thing. So when society is pushing this in the kid's face,
Okay,
it's a taught
so
thing.
imagine us. So imagine me being that age, and society is telling me it's about a man and a woman. It's about mom and dad, a male and a female, and all of the while in my head, I have no attraction to females. Imagine how that feels.
But that's what I'm saying. I can't say I know how that feels because
Exactly. So no, but you just said in the flip turn, you feel like the gay people are doing that to
I
kids.
feel like right now it's like it's embedded in cartoons and stuff now.
But so
That's
was
like-
so was
okay,
so
that's
was
like
cisgender. Heterosexuality is in cartoons.
Yeah, because that's how we was raised. That's how you grew up.
Okay,
but
but okay. So if that's how you that's how you grew up. Okay, so this world, they need to know there are other people
it is
besides
other people,
heterosexual.
But I feel like when you young, you make that decision when you get 18 or older.
Why? You have those feelings at a younger age.
I don't know what you have feelings about. When
You know,
younger.
you just said you knew when you were young. You knew at a young age she's pretty.
Okay, check this out then. Okay, just like the whole Dwayne Wade thing. I fuck with Dwayne Wade just to let you know. But
I don't follow basketball.
how you know he played basketball? Then?
He's he's a very well dressed individual, and his wife is Gabrielle.
But
Union.
I'm saying, but I could never accept, prove dressing my boy up as a girl. When you get older and you decide to do something like that, that's your decision. But when you a child, you shouldn't be doing stuff like that. That's a decision. That's a decision when you get older.
Who said that?
What you mean? That's just let them make that decision on their own. Don't
That child
don't be
is
trying
making
to
that decision
dress
on
them
their
and do that.
No, that child came to her father and told her that. He didn't go to him.
I'm just saying that's a decision you supposed to make when you're
Who
older.
said?
Just like when you 21, you decide if you want to drink, right?
No, that's law.
Well, because you know why it's law? Because they figured that it was too young for that to make that decision about drinking.
But that's scientific facts.
Okay,
Your brain is not fully developed.
Okay, and you know what? When I was 16, I made decisions and thought I knew answers for stuff. And then when I got older, I was like, bro, I ain't even know what the hell I was
So
talking
at 16,
about.
Did you know you was a boy?
Yeah, I know the boy.
No, these are real questions. These are real questions. So at 16, you knew you was a boy, right?
Because I have a boy part.
That don't mean nothing. Okay, so a person can have two reproductive systems, and yeah, it happens all the time.
Yeah, and look, don't the people I let slide because that happened during birth.
Okay,
that's
but
the situation
you gotta
during
understand, gender identity is psycho.
No. We gonna talk about. Go ahead.
That's what it is. Gender identity. You knew the fact that you had a penis that you were a man.
Yeah.
Okay. Not only that, your mind knew that you were a man. So imagine if I have a male organ, but my mind is female.
I can't go for that one, bro.
Why you can't go for that?
Because it's like when you are born and you are raised, you know who you are, but it's like you have a desire to be somebody else. That's how it feels to me. You have a desire to be somebody else.
You think it's a choice. They're
At the end
choosing
of the day, I feel like it's like when you. I ain't gonna say you love who you want to love like that. Like you can't help who you love, that type of thing. But I feel like at the end of the day, like okay, like you know why I always respect you? Because at the end of the day, you never like try to like not make it seem like you wasn't who you was.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? And then,
but that, only because I had a mother and a father who embraced me, whoever I found out who I was. They didn't tell me who I was. If they knew that I like glitter more than a basketball, they gave me glitter. But that's how it was in our household. If they knew that I like Britney Spears more than I like DMX, they bought me a Britney Spears album. Because
but that's what I'm saying. That's their decision, right? That wasn't okay.
That wasn't their decision. They knew they
I'm saying that's their decision to keep on pushing you that way. Like
No,
they would allow you to go that way. I'm saying if my child came to me, any one of my kids came to me and said, "Hey, I feel like I'm the other sex and I need to start doing this and doing that," I'm like, "Nah, you made that decision when you not under like when you old enough to make that decision, you make that decision."
Well, here's the thing. That's not how that conversation goes.
What you mean?
That's not how that conversation goes. If that child is brave enough, first of all, because let's call it spade a spade. It ain't easy to come out. Mm-hmm. It's not easy at all. It is a heart-wrenching. Kids commit suicide because they can't tell their parents. So it's not just simple as just saying, "Oh, I feel like I'm the wrong gender." It's not that easy. Some people go their whole life and never tell the truth. They will hang themselves in their room before they let somebody know. It's that serious. So what I'm saying is that conversation don't go like that. That conversation goes, one, I got to see if my parents are open enough to even tell them. And some people don't even get that.
How do you know it's the time to tell your parents?
With me, it was different. Like I said, I am an extremely blessed individual because I had loving parents who would love me no matter who I was. And I know for a fact that is not natural, especially in the black community, because in the black community, you are raised one way, and trust and believe, my father got a lot of flack for honoring who I was. Because it's like, he said, because that's my fucking son.
I'm going to love him
regardless. I don't give a damn who don't like it. Y'all ain't finna fuck with him. Because at the end of the day, he works on his own. He better dressed than any male or female that you got in your household. And he ain't asking y'all for shit. So who gives a damn what society? That's my whole thing with.
But do you think that it's just like I said? That's just an important decision to make at a young age, bro.
But see, that's the thing. When hormones are coming about, when you're going into puberty and stuff, you knew, and around puberty, you knew that you like girls, right?
Right.
You were attracted to females.
Right.
You knew that you were a man. You knew that you wanted to dress like a man. That's when puberty comes into effect. That's when your mind starts talking to your body. So imagine your mind is talking to your body, but things ain't matching. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, I guess it's just hard for me to put myself in those shoes. Even if like somebody came to me, it's just like I just feel like you wait till you old enough to make that decision. You don't make that decision because you're a child. You don't make that decision.
So you telling me I'm supposed to go through my whole adolescence living a lie, just because my parents feel.
I get your point of view because you lived it.
Yeah,
it's just hard for me to see what you saying because I feel like that's just a young decision. I mean, such a young thing to do.
I feel like when you think about when a heterosexual thinks about a person being gay and thinks about a child being gay, our mind instantly think about sex.
And that's not what it's about.
But it's being attracted to the same sex, and then it's like, okay, listen, when you go down that path, now it ain't no turning back around.
Right. Because us as heterosexual, as a human, we realize that being gay is a harder life.
No, but it's like
it's a harder life.
I'm saying no. It's like you make that decision, right? It ain't no way in the world you could go back to like you could be bisexual. Wait, you could be bisexual, but you got to tell that person about the things that you did in the past, right? You gotta be respectful to that person.
So wait, we're talking about two different things.
No,
now.
I'm saying when you make that decision to go that route.
Okay, but listen, you're talking about an adolescence. You can't have a sex change as a child. Dwayne Wade's daughter.
I ain't saying a sex change. I'm saying just like we from a small city, right?
Yeah.
You say, or you do something that's homosexual, right?
Yeah.
They ain't gonna never let that go.
Who cares?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Is that when you make that decision, you
go
down that route.
Okay, let me tell you something.
That's something that you better.
I'm gonna be real with y'all about this. This is my problem with small towns. Okay, so I was raised up with y'all, right? Mm-hmm. Here's my thing. My parents taught me you don't give a F who these niggas in this little town think about you. Because one, they don't take care of you. One, they ain't got nothing for you. And when you leave, they'll be still right here waiting when you get back. So they got nothing for you. So why you give a damn about what they think?
But I got you on that. But like I said, once you make that decision, you got to be honest with that woman. If you want to go back straight or bisexual or whatever like that, you got to be honest with that woman. And then I talk to bisexual women, and then they look down on bisexual men.
Because it's
a dirty game out here.
It's a double standard, and it irks me. I can't speak on that because I don't understand. I haven't really researched and talked to bisexual people to give a.
I feel like it's just a permanent scar. That's all I'm saying. I feel like it's a permanent scar
for bisexual people.
No, for gay guys to go down there when you make that decision.
So I had to be hurt to be gay.
Permanent scar is in you made the decision, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's just like it ain't no like, oh, I'm going back on it and this and that.
So wait,
real quick. Remember that video of the dude that said, "I ain't gay no more," like that type. But I'm just saying, you can't hit that. But girls could do that. Girls
that's what you mean by the permanent star. It ain't no going back.
It ain't no going back. Like, that's all I'm saying.
And a lot of things. That's another thing in our society.
That's why I said you gotta wait.
Our society, us as men, we feel like once you do one gay thing, you're gay. It ain't no coming back.
That's all I was saying. I wasn't saying like it's a horrible thing. Just wait till you get old enough.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying because that's called toxic masculinity.
But that's all we know.
But when does it change? When do you decide that generational curse of toxic masculinity needs to stop? Do we keep doing it? Because a toxic masculinity also hinders us from reaching our higher goals as men.
Yeah, because you
don't want to cry in front of your woman. You don't want to show emotion in front of your woman. So you do things to hurt your woman. So when does it stop? Because you're hurting yourself in the end. That's how we got multiple baby mamas. And shit like that. Toxic masculinity. Because I ain't gay, so I fucked everybody. I fucked all these females.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you got a shitload of children out here, and you came to take care of none of them, creating another generational curse.
But at the same time, I just feel like I don't know why.
Because you wanted to prove how manly you were.
I don't know. That's our fault. You're right. That's our fault for that. That's hard because. A
nigga never really thought about it like
that. But a nigga, because you just can't have one girl when you younger, like, cause your homeboy's gonna be like, oh, you only fuck one girl, and then they gonna throw that in your face like
So that's toxic masculinity.
They be like, oh, you only fuck one girl. You be like, what if you be like, yeah, so, and then they be like, oh,
Yeah,
come on, man.
yes,
gay.
I had
They
sex.
they gonna say you
Here's
gay.
the thing. To me, you're more of a man to say, yes, I only sleep with her because that's the one I want.
Yeah, now that look, Dustin, I swear to God, now I feel that way. When I was younger, I was like, oh, bro, I'm finna knock down her 10 bitches behind.
Yeah, so that was toxic.
But I'm saying when I was older, I even told my homeboys, I said, bro, I wish I was a virgin right now because none of them hoes deserve it.
Exactly. So why do we keep encouraging that same behavior in our younger generation?
We ain't encourage it, but I understand that's just a path you got to decide when you're old enough to decide that. That's all I said.
Why though?
Because that we just explained. It's just once you go down that route, you just
because what society thought.
It's a tough route.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about this generation.
You got to go, but you got to explain that to your woman.
Okay,
or
so
you got to explain that if you decide to come back. So if you going, like I said, it's like hitting a car. You can never get that dent straight out of it. But after you hit it, you hit it.
But this is what I'm saying.
You can try to smooth it out, but it's
but
still
this
there.
is what I'm saying. You're back to thinking about sex again. You're thinking about the sex part because there's plenty of people in this world that dress up in women clothing, but they still like women.
Wait, yeah. I got you on that. So would you call that homosexual? If they dress up, if they do that, right? But they never interact with another man.
They're not homo. They're probably non-binary.
That's just clothes. That's not.
So,
what makes you
so you're thinking about sex?
What? No. Yeah, you got to So homosexual. That's just clothes then.
No, let me explain something to you. There is more.
I'm not a cross-dresser, just for people to understand.
There is more to homosexuality and the LGBT community than sex.
Like what?
Okay, so you have lesbians.
To me in my head.
So lesbians are women who like women.
Yeah.
Gay men who like men.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bisexual, men and women. Transgender, man or female who feel like they're the different sex.
That's one argument I do got with you right now. Okay, transsexuals, right? Transgenders.
Yes.
Okay. If you don't get the surgery, you ain't committed.
Okay, do you know how much that surgery costs?
I don't know how much it costs, but if you broke, you can't be transgender. That's how I feel. If you don't get the surgery, you can't. You're not a transgender.
All right. So until you get a LLC, you ain't no photographer.
That's how it is. Hey, that's the price you got to pay. That's the price.
That's the most
because I feel like if you just saying, oh, I feel like I'm a transgender.
I get what you're saying.
You got to be a trans. You can
dress like a woman, but until you get the surgery, you really ain't trans.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
what would you call it?
It's transgender still.
It's homosexual. You a man, and you like men.
Who told you that?
That's how it is.
Who said that?
So transgender, you can just say you're a transgender without being
because this is my identity. You don't get to tell me who I am.
And that's another thing with society. Y'all come around talking about y'all don't want to be called this and that, him and her, them, they, whatever it is. Nah, listen.
What y'all want to say?
Why y'all trying to change the rules? Why y'all trying to change the rules to the game?
You can say something.
So,
come over to the mic.
Okay, so
come over to the mic. Yeah.
Okay, so hi. I don't want to get into the cameras too much, but
no, you got to come to the mic. It can't. Okay. It's recording you down here.
Okay, so
right
I know
here.
that we talked about like the importance of like not wanting to.
Wait, speak right now.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. All right, so I was thinking about like the importance of like why like the identity we're choosing. Like, why is it important for us to have all these different names for identity? But in the same token, we as black people have our preference on what we want to be called.
Yeah.
We don't want to be called nigga. We don't want to be called hood,
porch monkey.
okay, all these other names, we have a preference.
I'm gonna tell you
So
honestly.
yeah,
Honestly, I don't want to be called nigga. I don't want to be called black. I don't want to be called color. I just want to be called the fucking human.
okay, but that's you. That's what you want to be called. So if someone wants to identify as transgender, who are you, or who is anyone else to say how it's defined? You define your identity any way that you choose to, or any way that you feel, not by what you have that you're born with.
Yeah.
All right. But what with you identify? Identify is what the definition of identify is of what you and your feelings of what you are. I'm sorry, of what you're choosing to be, not what someone else is telling you that you are.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And on the same, and then back to something else that you brought up earlier about it was about when you guys were talking about waiting till you're 18. How much you're saying it because of the scars that you're gonna have if you choose to come back. But do you even take into consideration that the amount of kids that aren't gonna come back?
Yeah. Some of them can't make it that long.
And then also that you're saying the trauma that's gonna happen because they're coming back from being gay. What about the trauma they're having from having to hide it?
Yeah.
That's the worst trauma. About having to hold it, about having to wait until they're 18 to actually be with somebody. I'm actually a teacher. 2 years ago with one of my students that told me, Miss G, like, I want to tell my parents, and then I said, baby, just tell them how you feel. She said, I told them, and they said that I have to wait. But why do I have to wait to feel the way I want to feel? I see my friends going out and on dates or calling someone their boyfriend or girlfriend, and I can't do that honestly because it's not how I feel. So why do I have to wait till I'm 18 to be who I really am?
And we don't ask straight people. We don't ask straight people to wait to tell them how they feel.
And see, that's the worst type of scar. Like,
Yeah.
you're not allowing. You say
You're
you love
giving me
your
a
kid.
second standard.
You're saying that you love your kid and you want them to be whoever they want to be. Well, why do they have to wait?
But they can't be gay.
Right. But let's be honest. We're all human. Like,
Yeah.
straight, gay, no matter what. We're all human. So as a human, as a heterosexual, you think I want to protect my child, right?
That's the end result.
And you fear what society is gonna bring onto your child just from them coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So you try to steer them in the path of less resistance.
The straight direction.
Yes. But in doing so,
You're hurting them.
parents hurt their child because their child feel like they're loved a little bit less than if they were straight, or like, when that's not the case though. In reality, it's not the case. You love your child as much as
You're just trying to protect
but
them.
you're just trying to protect them.
And you're going about it the wrong way.
Right.
I totally agree.
You're going about it the wrong way.
Well, we ain't got to put another mic, man. I think that was a good conversation. Y'all should have seen me over there. I was like 10 up. I was like, just put me in, coach.
Put me in the game, coach.
One thing to say. But yeah,
I've been shooting the gym for a minute.
For real. But the thing that's, I see it, I feel like I have a good perspective on it because of seeing the walk that you led. Yeah. And then seeing the walk that so many young people in the schools.
And it's so hard for black gay people. White gay people, I don't mean to be like racial, put it in race, but we are so hard on our own. And it's really sad because if black cisgender people, heterosexual people embrace their own LGBT black community, we will be so much stronger as a people. Mm-hmm. It's so much divide in between us.
That is true. That is true. But I can say, like, the first time when I came into y'all family, yeah, I was the tough guy. Like gay, I wasn't used to gay. I wasn't used to it. But being around you, like learning that, like, this is a person, you love this person no matter what they choose. Yeah. And you want the best for this person. So just having conversations and realizing that the people
They're not different from you.
Yeah, the people up in this community, they like to laugh like you. They like the same jokes as you. They don't like to be sheltered off where, if I say this, it's gonna make them
Make
feel
me feel
some
uncomfortable,
kind of
so
way.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and
By
then-
you making them, by you doing that, that kind of makes them feel uncomfortable. They just want you to be their self, and they just want to have the ability for them to be their selves.
Exactly.
And you kind of lose the perception too, lose that perception that you had coming into of, they're like this because they were raised to be whoever they wanted to be as a child. And as a result, they're gay or because they're exposed to it. Not even realizing that he was raised in the same household as another one boy.
And I'm telling you, I was raised in a house with somebody, like I said, he was a young man, but he was toxic masculinity because that's how he was raised. He had to aggressively learn me.
But not really. But do you think not to bring him up as the topic in the conversation, but do you think that people that might have gay siblings, do you think that they become like that toxic masculinity just because to society it's hard upon them? Also, they like your brother is gay. Like
it's hard on them too
because kids are mean.
Yeah,
mean as hell.
like kids are mean. We all as kids, like shit. We all had something that kids came at us about.
But see, then you always and the same token, as a parent, that's when you effectively and you step in, and that's when you say, okay, this is your no matter what. This boy in this home or this boy in this school says about your brother or your sister, that's still your brother.
Amen.
At the end of the day, you have to. My expectation for you, just like if you at school and you get into your brother get in a fight, and then you go home and say, "Daddy, Mama, I got in a fight." They're gonna say, "Well, where your brother was."
But
Right.
maybe you and your brother beefing at that time. And
Or
that
so
nigga
no.
leaving.
So at that time,
that beef
I'm
dead.
beat dog.
That beef dead at
That
that
beef
time.
dead when you start you get in the fight. So as a result, like
I watched the whole thing, mama.
right? So as a result, the expectation is that you step in no matter how you feel. That's still your brother. You need to step in and take charge and be there for them,
But
no matter what.
Jasmine, I want to get back on to you about identify and stuff like that, right? I ain't feeling that because then what we gonna start call each other like leopards, goats, and shit. Like,
No.
Do we call each other that now, though?
No, I'm saying as identification, you can't. Okay, and then it's getting
No, that sounds like somebody that's afraid to evolve.
No, it ain't afraid to evolve. It was what are we calling each other now? What are we calling each other? We can't.
Ask a person what they like to be called. What's so wrong with that?
No, because so I got to go through millions of people and figure out what they want to be called. When you a man,
Why?
I'm gonna call you a man.
But
if you a woman,
so you're gonna
I'm
go
call
to
you a woman. If you black, Davis, you black. That's
Okay,
how we
so-
gonna tell the police you black.
Okay, so that's very ignorant thought because
How is
there's
that ignorant thought? That's-
because just because the skin of my dark doesn't mean I'm African American.
Oh my God! I'm saying identification. That's how we got to go off of is what we see.
But isn't
Why?
that kind of rude, though?
That's
too?
rude and that's ignorant.
Because if someone were to come up to you and let's say call you a derogatory term regarding African, so they look at you and they say, "Oh, you look like you from a certain country that you don't really
But
you
black-
look like a Haitian.
Black.
Well, not
I have
necessarily
been called that
Haitians.
plenty of times.
Does that make it okay?
No, at first I used to be saying I ain't no damn Haitian, but look, the Haitians be like, "What's wrong with being Haitian?"
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with
There's
being
nothing wrong with being
Haitian.
Haitian,
Nothing.
but they didn't give you a chance or even thought to say maybe I shouldn't say
Nah,
that.
they used to kill me in school. They used to walk up to me and start speaking Creole, and now I'd be like, "What are you talking about?" They'd be like, "You ain't Haitian?" I was like, "No."
And there's not the fact there's nothing wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being Haitian. What I'm saying is,
Period.
they culturized you.
No, but I get that.
But
no,
why
you
is
saying when a person just say general black, that's a problem. Or he's a man, that's a problem. How? It's like society is starting to go crazy. It's
Or
like, y'all
society
starting to
It's
is now
evolving.
becoming educated.
oh my
Educated,
God,
exactly.
It's just gonna be one
But-
thing after a while.
This this is what I got to say about this situation. This situation, I feel like you can't be mad. If you're a man, you cannot be mad that another man address you as a man.
Yes.
You can't. You can't.
Or we gonna have to go through a million people and figure out what they want to be called.
Also, okay, I can understand that, but also you can't get mad when they correct you.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't get mad.
But if I keep on calling you by a man, you can't get mad.
Okay, so that's your choice to continue doing it after they correct you.
That's what I see.
Why?
I see a man.
Okay,
I can't help what I see.
But they've corrected you now.
No, okay. I'm telling you how society getting so crazy. They even talking about changing, like, oh, you can change your sex on your birth certificate. How you can do that?
So no.
Okay,
Let's stay right here. Let's stay right here.
Like,
you're jumping from.
No, that's the same thing. It's just like identification. You just changing everything.
Can I speak on this one though? But at the end of the day, if it's not your life, why the hell does it matter?
Right,
to
but
you?
it affects
Why
your
does it
look.
matter?
It affects your life when that person tells you, "I'm a woman. You got to call me a woman." But as a masculine man, if we call you a woman, it kind of
does more to you.
It does more to
But why?
Okay, it does more to our masculinity. It's like,
but that's
so
something that you have to deal
attack
with.
your masculinity that you.
That's
call
something
her.
you have to deal with. Not you can't.
That's something
right,
that have to deal with
right.
you.
That's something
You
that
can't expect them to do something to help appease
but
how you feel.
but vice versa. If it's something that affects me, and if I don't want to do it,
then call them people by their name.
that's
then.
something that they got to deal with. If I choose to continue calling this person a man, that's something they got to deal with.
Because
that's both ways. You can't force somebody else to change.
If you see a man running down the street that just robbed the bank, and then you be like, oh, who did it? They be like, oh, it was a man, and then they be like, oh, don't call him a man. That was something else running down the street. Dog, you got to call people what you see them. Like,
that is terrible.
How is that terrible?
That is awful because that just means
if you line me up, if you line a transgender, if you line a gay, if you line people up, and if they see the same thing and all these people a similar thing, is they wrong for saying, oh, all them men? Is they wrong for that?
Right. But when you put it like that,
that's not the same. That's not the same.
Let me retract my statement. Let me retract my statement.
Now you retract the statements.
Because when I'm sitting here listening, I realize, like, after you meet this person and y'all have a conversation.
Oh, that's fucking with
if y'all have a
that's not cool.
If y'all have a conversation and this person tell you, "Oh, my name is such and such," and if you're gonna continue to have a relationship,
now you're being
and a
disrespectful.
conversation with this person, you should address them as they want to be addressed,
or don't talk to them no more,
right?
And stay the hell away from them.
Yeah,
right.
But what you don't do is to continue to be around this person and still disrespect them, but not calling them what they ask.
I get you on that. That's if I ain't rocking with it, I'm gonna stay away from it. Okay, that's cool, but I'm just saying, like, everybody's just getting like kind of ridiculous.
Let me tell you something.
Have y'all ever?
But I also want to talk about it. But
have you ever been in language arts? So what they teaching us in language arts now? Because they teach us identification in school. Y'all know that, right?
But we ain't been
There's
to school
so many
in
things
over
wrong with
damn
school.
near
That's
30
a different
years.
story. There's so many things that's wrong with school that should
now
be
y'all
taught
trying to rebuild the
and
school system.
But
now.
no, but in the same token though, damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say. Keep going, y'all.
Good.
I mean, God said I ain't need to say it, so I don't need to say it.
Don't do it. You
But
probably make me cry out here.
So basically, what you said, going back to what you said, you have to have. If you see this person, and you say, you know what, this is a chill ass person. You will be surprised how much you got in common with that transgender woman. Am I lying?
Speaking of transgender,
you're not. That's
you will be in shock.
But check this out, Dustin. How can you say? How can you respect that about a dude dressing up as a woman, and it feel like they trying to hide something, like they trying to trick somebody into dealing with them.
Okay,
and
what's the trick? What's the trick?
Cause you dressing up as another sex, and then like if you get the right person.
So we talking about sex again?
No, I'm saying if somebody who not involved in men get attracted to you.
That's not your fault. You just
my God, you dressed as a woman. That's just like okay.
that's not her fault.
How that's not your fault?
That's like listen. That's like saying
like you tricking me.
No, that's like saying
That, okay, don't
No,
that
okay,
sound?
no.
That sound like you saying just because that 12-year-old look like a 21-year-old.
Oh no,
That's the same thing. It's the same thing.
It's the same
That
thing.
12-year-old look like a 21-year-old.
21-year-old.
And she a bad baby because her titties already done developed.
Put them under the jail.
This way too.
Nah,
it's
they
like
trying to
saying,
set me up. They've been working on this answer.
It's like, no. But it's like that same way, and it's also the same way when we're in schools and a little white boy may do something, and they say, "Oh, he didn't mean it. He's just being a kid." Then the black kid does it. He's defiant. But you know why? Because they're looking at him as if that child is older than what he is.
I'm saying
so then
go ahead.
you have to. You're
Look,
expecting
she done
them.
stole
No, you're expecting them to be a certain way because of the way they look. That's not fair to them.
No, I'm saying if you dress up as a woman and I expect you to be a woman and you a man at the end of the day, that's tricking me.
Your expectations.
And that's
How? But that's not
What
fair
that
to put
gotta do
your
with her?
expectations.
What that got to do with her?
Why are you putting your expectations on somebody else?
Transgender?
Yeah, what that? She ain't had nothing. She just minding her own black business.
Oh no,
I feel like
you don't put on the red lipstick.
That's
and
like
everything.
that's like that's like we that's like saying that black women or women in general get dressed up for men, which is a lie. Now, mind you, I'm not gonna lie for my sisters because some of us do. We do get dressed up for men, but a majority of the time we get dressed up for us to make us feel better.
Not for
We're
you
not
to be
doing it
hard
for
again,
you.
hollering at
Now,
her.
if you get attracted, that's on you.
That had nothing to
But
do with
it's
her.
not
But
for
you wearing that
you.
super
It's not
tight
why
ass
it's
dress, so you don't want me
But
to
it's
you
not-
don't want nobody to say nothing to you.
Wait.
No, I'm not saying that. I want you to say something else. We do like it, but not saying that the purpose of putting it on was for you. But the purpose was putting it on because it makes us feel good.
Nah,
Right. But why do that make you feel good? That
'Cause-
makes you
'cause
feel
getting
good
the
because
attention.
guys are attracted to it.
Yeah, getting that attention. Because if
If that's not the case, then you'll just go out the house with a motherfucking nightgown on.
ain't no makeup,
Good point.
your hair, wear your hair and all.
Good point. But also,
But you probably not putting it on for a Pacific guy, but you putting it on so I look good.
I don't agree.
I know.
I just feel like I
So,
said, y'all
and you
skipped
said-
over,
and-
y'all
but you-
skipped over the part about tricking somebody.
But
I
you
feel
also-
like you tricking somebody.
Why?
If you
Right.
dress up as a woman,
Why
I'm
you-
not. I'm not told. I'm with you, but I'm not with you. Bro.
How? Wait.
Because
wait,
look. I'm with them. You could dress up as a woman, but if a man come at you, you gotta immediately.
You got-
yell to
you
him.
got it.
Like
Okay.
gay people got a radar. I'm telling you, gay people got a radar. They know when the man is gay and when the man not gay.
No, that's a lie.
no, that's not true.
That's a lie.
That's not true.
And I can
That's not
I can vouch
you
for
can
that.
expect
My
to.
gaydar is terrible. I can't. There are
This
plenty
nigga
of
shooting out here blank. It's just everywhere.
seriously.
Blind.
I literally have guys come up to me, and my friends have to tell me that they were flirting with me, and I didn't know. So that's not true. But my thing is with the tricking. I agree with you wholeheartedly that a woman, if she's having a conversation with a man on that level, that she needs to disclose herself to have a clear understanding about what's going on. But if you walked your happy ass from one side of the club to come look at me, I don't have to disclose shit to you because I don't know you and you don't know me.
No,
Now,
that's
it's
no,
only.
no.
It's,
That's
I feel like it's
fine,
only when y'all
but-
feel that y'all about to get on a deeper level.
Yeah, on a deeper
Okay,
level,
that's
exactly.
different. That's
Okay,
different.
yeah. But if you see me going at you and stuff, wait, not the first conversation type of thing, but you see me going at you, right? Or I'm dancing all over on you and stuff. Like I don't see this at the women's club. Somebody was dancing up on somebody and they thought it was a girl and found out there was a guy and they wanted to fight on and the party was over. And that's why I say.
Okay,
I feel
so
like you doing too much when you dress up as a woman because now you trying to.
But that's not
What's
always the case.
That's not always the case.
That's not saying that everybody that dresses up. That's not saying just because it happened that one instance or that second or third instance that you saw it, that's not, you can't assume.
That's not every transgender person that acts like that.
Transgender does that. That's not fair.
No, it's
to
not.
Put that stigma on all of them.
No, you're right. It's not fair. But I guess that's one of my biggest fears.
Yeah, because as that masculine,
as a toxic masculinity,
you expect that if they doing that, that's the purpose of it.
Look, back in the day, you could tell,
you make
but now
humor.
They get good.
because as a black community,
a motherfucker.
As a black community, when you think about all of our culture, we have made such a mockery and such a joke out of black gayness.
Yeah.
So that now, having a conversation, to be honest with you, having a conversation about transsexuality, there's so many jokes on that. So
it's no different from when the white people used to put on blackface and make fun of us.
Yeah, so then there's so many jokes about transsexuality. So it's natural to you to feel like transsexuals are trying to trick you.
You get it from Medea. You get it from Big Mama's house. It's always been made a joke of.
Yeah.
But when you see a real transgender person,
take them seriously.
you can't take them seriously.
That's true.
Just like when the white man used to put on blackface and act like a little porch monkey for white entertainment.
Now they look at us and we're
entertainers.
We can't be serious.
We can't have a serious thought. It's the same thing.
That's true.
Yeah, but
and then
I still feel like
no.
But you know what? And I think until you have a conversation
with an actual
transsexual person, your mind will make a shift. Even if you agree or disagree, you will make a shift to broaden your thought process
and educate yourself.
You haven't had a conversation about it. Myself, I feel like until I have made friends with some of your friends, I had some ideas of transsexuality that I didn't understand myself. But I had to have that conversation, and of course, at first, it's uncomfortable because you don't know how to conduct yourself, because you don't know what's rude, what's not, because you got so many thoughts,
thoughts,
and probably jokes that's ready on the gun in your head that you're gonna say.
Soon as
right, you ready? Like
you
ready to say
and I'm gonna tell you, them transgender people.
They better at it.
You don't want to get on the roasting battle.
Better at it.
They quick up on the motherfucking jokes.
Because they had to have them. Yeah, they had to have them in the arsenal because of people like
that. They will
that.
hurt your feelings.
But I feel like that it just takes a conversation with one of them.
You actually have to have a conversation. Exactly. You have to talk to somebody.
You can't even talk.
I can't talk on the transgender. Exactly. I can't even talk on the experience.
It's just like I said. I can respect the man. I can respect somebody who's a man and shows that they're a man, and like just because you like men, that don't mean that you're not a man. Just like when homosexuals be fighting women, it's like other dudes just be watching because like they don't really know what to do.
Okay,
like
so,
you in a lose situation.
Okay, so I have something to say about that. If that woman was bold enough,
oh my God,
to put her hands on a man, I don't give a damn. If that woman thought she was bold enough, I don't care how she felt he was gay or whatever.
We just can't say it was the woman.
Okay.
Because a lot of gay people will hop up and jump on a
strike
girl
real
quick.
fast.
Okay, so with that being said, again, if that woman or if that man put his hands on that woman, I don't give a damn. We are humans. All this men are supposed to be here and women are supposed to be here. That's a problem.
Nah, I think Dustin. I think that is how it's supposed to be, bro.
Okay, so you think women's supposed to be?
No, I don't think you should be putting your hands on a man.
And a woman shouldn't be putting hands on a man.
No, I'm saying I don't think a woman should be putting her hands on a man, but I don't see it right for a man to like actually fight a woman. Like that's like David fighting Jasmine. Look how that look at that dumb
she got hands.
I'm just saying Jasmine probably be hot headed because she's small or whatever like that. But at the same time, she ain't right for hitting him, but he definitely ain't right for hitting her back.
It's regardless. I was raised.
Keep your damn hands to yourself.
It don't matter who.
Yeah, but
it doesn't matter who.
It doesn't matter who.
It doesn't matter who because in the same token,
the boxing board would not approve it.
I know.
The weight class different.
It doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter who.
I'm just saying when it I get. But it just seems like that goes out the window
Why?
sometimes.
But I
when,
think
when it comes to women and men fighting,
be honest with you-
homosexual and women. That's what
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I really
It's
don't
a-
believe men should hit women. Like that's one of my big things. Like a man is way stronger than a woman.
And yeah, back to that.
It's not even
On that.
possible for a woman
that.
to be as strong as a man.
On that.
Unless they take
Do you,
testosterone.
Dustin, do you feel like it's all right for them to be in women's sports?
If they identify as such,
No,
Hell
no,
no, Dustin.
no.
I can't let you
I
slide
agree.
on
I
that.
can't do this.
I
one.
agree.
I can't
do this.
I agree that they should.
I agree that they should as well.
How? Well, we might as well get rid of motherfucking girls and
Whoa,
boys
whoa, whoa,
sports.
We
okay,
really
so
should.
Call that
We really
bitch
should.
co-ed.
No, but
We
listen,
really should.
But
Call
think
that
about it.
bitch
Then
co-ed.
why
I
was
agree.
it okay if you disagree?
should.
Then why was it okay for having some of our sisters, and when we're in DCYA or in Little League or whatever they want to call it, Pop Warner, why was it okay for them to play flag football or any other type of tackle football at that then? And y'all,
Because
no
they
one,
body
no
because
one
they
questioned.
develop.
Because
No,
there's no girls
no one,
sports.
no,
It's
no,
no girls
listen,
football.
No,
Does
listen,
that make it okay?
No one questioned whether or not they were strong enough, but you're still saying
Because the girl is stronger than the
you're
boy when they
saying-
little.
No,
That's
Yes,
so
it-
dumb.
Yes, it is. Brianna was bigger than us when
That
we was
don't
little.
mean nothing.
that was
Okay.
not the only child that was playing Pop Warner football at the time.
Kayla Cross
and that's
was
not,
big.
and that's not saying no. To be honest with you, because if you're saying a man is stronger than a woman,
They didn't play in high school.
Then, if a man is stronger than a woman, then at any point of their development, that boy or male is always stronger than that woman.
And that's not the case.
And the only reason why you're saying at the time they didn't play in high school because they didn't have the opportunity at the time.
Yes, they
prob-
could have.
No, they
Who?
couldn't. Who?
No.
By who?
Yes, in middle school, we had played against
High
a girl.
school, my dear.
I believe my
In
sister.
middle school, we started developing.
Didn't Rachel try out for the team?
The football team.
I don't know what she. No, I ain't gonna put that on Rachel. But I'm just saying.
I thought something was like
I
that.
feel like
Now,
I feel like a boy body is way different than a girl body. A boy.
Then why
can-
was it okay then?
We had a girl on our
Why was it
on our
okay
middle
then?
school team. We
Why
had a
was it
girl.
okay then? There's girls right now
It's
in different
girls that
cities.
play high school football
Right, exactly.
right now.
Okay.
Now, but if they were to train just like a man trains,
Just as hard as a man
just as
trained.
hard, how dare you? What about that sister that
Look,
Okay,
look,
go-
look, look,
okay,
look.
just
Put
put
it
it
like
in.
this: have you seen a woman that look anything like an NFL player?
Yes, I have.
Who?
The girl that just won in
I
the
know
Olympics
people-
in silver.
I know
that is
women
for
on my
shot put. I
job.
don't even know the sister's
Sorry.
name.
Watch out, now,
Okay, so you telling me that woman could take them hits as
Yes.
an NFL?
Yes, she
Hell
could.
no.
Yes.
Hell-
Yes.
This is okay. So this
But you know why?
this
You know
level of
why?
toxic masculinity I
Because
can't take because that what
we
you just
train-
said that what you just said is the problem with black gay men right now.
No, I'm talking about a woman cannot go to the NFL and take them hits.
You
She can't.
you know why? Because
They
they
said
they
it's a
haven't
car-
seen it yet.
It's a
They
car
haven't
crash.
seen it.
It's a car crash every play.
You don't understand that because you've never seen a woman do it. So how
And
can you possibly say
babe,
that?
you do not understand it because you have never been on that field.
Well, as somebody who's been on that field, I can vouch
I don't think
that a woman
I don't
can
think
do it.
I don't
It
think
is
so.
not
I
that
don't-
hard.
I don't care if the NFL commissioner came here and told me right now. That's hard, Dustin.
Now, basketball, that's different. That's different.
That's different,
Football-
but at the same time,
Football,
At the same
football
time,
is way too, it's too physical.
no. But I'm saying
Oh my God.
But back to the original question was putting a boy in a girl sport. That's not fair.
Why?
That's not fair at all. The boy is way more developed than the girl at that age in high school and stuff. That's a
This
big
is
advantage,
terrible.
bro. That's a big advantage.
All right, we're gonna just have to agree to disagree.
Yeah, we're
This
gonna
conversation's
yeah,
going
at the
in
end,
circles.
yeah, because it's
But
going in
'cause
loops.
That's just I don't see how y'all can even fathom that. That's right. That's what it's getting to me.
You know why? It's because little girls or girls in general are not trained. Bodies are not trained the way that men's bodies are. They don't work out the same way. That is why we are developed a different way. Now, there are some women that are just as strong,
If not stronger.
if not stronger than men. So you're saying that some men all men can take a hit or a tackle harder than women can.
No.
I know that's not true.
No. That's why they go play basketball.
That wasn't even
Here we
funny.
go. That wasn't.
It
that was
really
really
wasn't.
corny as hell.
That was corny as hell.
We just saying that
Y'all
you
haters.
saying training. I'm telling you, it's a boy right now that could go to a girls' competition and blow them out, and you think that's fair? No, that's not fair. A man and women's sports should be different sports. They shouldn't be, because he feel like he a woman, he could compete against the women and take all. Like, it was a boy that did that and took the first place on all that. You think that's fair?
I feel like it's not fair if they're gonna keep it girls and boys. I feel like if they're gonna make that shit co-ed,
yeah.
Have at
and
it.
then he gonna be with other boys, huh?
Yes.
have at it.
Okay. So
Or other
just
females.
go ahead and put them in boy sports and let him race against
What?
the boys.
What's I have a question though. What's your such divide with men and women?
What you mean? What I divide? Because I feel like we're stronger, we're faster. I feel like we just develop different.
No, that's not true.
That's not true.
because a woman just beat.
Have you ever had pregnancy?
A woman just beat.
Exactly. So
a
you
woman
don't know
just
how
came.
strong a woman
No,
is.
I'm saying as in sports.
A woman just came. A fastest person in the world beat.
That's a lie.
No.
She just
Usain
beat.
Bolt is the fastest person in the world.
This
Person in the world.
literally just happened the last month within the Olympics. A woman beat his time.
No,
she is
did
now.
not. No, she
check
did
it.
not.
Check
Babe.
it.
No.
Babe, the
Check
woman is the second fastest woman
Check it.
ever.
No.
That's
check
what
it.
happened.
No. Check
babe,
it.
I watch this. I watch sports. She's the second
Okay.
fastest woman ever.
Okay.
In the 100 meters.
Who are you referring to? Not Sha'Carri, because that's not
No,
what I'm talking about.
no, come on.
Jamaican girl.
Sha'Carri
No,
just
no.
not got burnt by them
No,
Jamaicans.
not the Jamaican girl. No, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about American young lady that just had a baby.
That's a
Oh,
lie.
you talking about that one girl who got all the
That's a
medals
lie.
and stuff? I'm trying to think of her name. It's
That's a
They
lie.
something
just said that she
It's-
beat
ain't it
Usain
like-
Bolt. Usain Bolt time.
She didn't.
I know she didn't.
Nah, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell
Come
you.
on.
That's like you and Davis getting a wrestling match. Y'all say, "Oh, well, shit, it is what it is. It's fair." Look, it's just two people going at it. It's different, man. It's just
No. Because
different.
that's different because you can't
You
compare.
saying 'cause your
No.
mindset.
You can't compare me and Davis because it's a different weight class and time. That's like having Floyd Mayweather fight.
Okay, yeah,
somebody else
look.
that's way bigger than him.
Hey, let's go like this.
So then, if the more fair, a more fair comparison
that you
would
said
be
Floyd.
and let's get off of the fact of the name that I said and
No.
the idea of what I'm saying, and let's compare me to somebody with the same height and same weight class. That's a man.
Yeah.
Then yes.
Yeah.
Then you can compare the two.
Yeah, that's what I
But
said.
not
No.
then.
I said I love that you said that because let's go bring it over there then to Floyd Mayweather. Let's bring it to boxing. You think it's fair that a man and a woman get in a boxing match? You
If they're
think
the
that's
same
fair?
weight
If
class,
she's
Yeah,
ready,
the same weight class.
If she's ready and she feels like
If
she's trained,
ready.
If
If
she's
she-
ready, if she is considering herself as a professional.
No,
a
in her
boxer,
mind, in her
and
mind, she said
feels
she a
like
man.
has a-
No, she said she a
No,
man.
I have a
She
question.
gonna-
no.
I have a question for
Go
you.
ahead.
Do you believe that a man's mind is stronger than a woman's?
No, I think everybody's mindset is what they put in mind too.
So you're saying
But I'm saying
no, let me finish. So you're saying that our minds are equal.
No, all I'm saying is the physical ability, the physical capacity of one human, male gender, is more than a female gender.
so that makes it unfair.
Right.
That's
Okay.
all I'm
Because
saying.
as males, we produce more testosterone.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this. I agree to disagree
Okay.
because we're going in a circle.
Yeah, we are.
No, because we're trying to convince y'all to understand.
No,
It
but
won't
when you
happen
think about
because
it,
I've seen
Just like
I've
we
seen
can't convince you,
that contradict
No,
that
no.
what's the name. So I can't necessarily agree to
and
that.
just like we cannot convince you to believe how you want to believe,
believe.
you can't convince anyone. You go into a conversation with the idea of telling them and explaining
Your
to them
views
your
and
point of
points.
view, not to convince them.
I'm not.
That's
I'm
what
not,
the purpose
I'm not
of
trying to
conversation
convince
is.
y'all.
No, you're not.
I'm I'm just telling y'all why I feel like that, and from what I've seen in life, I have not seen a woman that can be stronger than a man.
Good point. And he hasn't seen
Without testosterone.
and he hasn't seen a transsexual that hasn't tried to trick a man.
Oh,
so
no,
until
I ain't never seen I ain't seen that.
until-
I ain't never say I ain't seen that.
No.
I just
you
said,
haven't. I've seen a good number of them that have not. Majority of the ones that you have seen have.
No,
so until
I'm
we
saying-
get to
okay,
a
but-
spot,
okay, no, Jasmine.
until we get to until we get to a
Jasmine,
spot
but
where
but
we
is
have
that happening,
exposed
Jasmine?
ourselves
Jasmine,
to
answer
more
that. Is
people
that
in the
happening,
universe
Jasmine?
into this
Jasmine,
world,
is that
we
happening?
cannot have a solidified
Miss
opinion
Jasmine,
on how people
Miss
conduct
Jasmine,
themselves. We cannot do that.
But is that happening? Is that happening?
Is what happening?
Is transgenders tricking men? Is that?
Hell no.
Okay.
So that's not happening.
It's,
That's
no,
not
listen.
happening.
No,
happening,
it's not.
But you cannot use that as
No,
a
you
sole
said that
definition of what a
you
transsexual
just said it
person
like
is.
it's not a possibility of that happening. It's like you said, oh, you just said.
So you think a transgender's whole
No,
aspiration?
I don't think that.
Oh,
Because
okay.
You know what I learned from you, Dustin? That you be like, you can have a problem, like not a problem, but you can have an idea of homosexual, right?
Yeah.
But half the time, that nigga ain't even thinking about you.
But
Period.
listen,
You
key
right.
word, Dustin.
I learned that from
No.
Dustin.
I learned
But at the
that
same
from
time-
Dustin
But at the same
through
time,
conversation.
But at the same time, if you disguising yourself to be something, I feel
That
like
don't make no sense.
No.
What you mean?
No.
That don't make no
At
sense.
the end
If
of the
you dress
day,
up as a woman,
at the end
that
of the day,
means
man,
that you wanna be
so-
perceived
at the end
as
of the
a
day,
woman.
Caesar made it. At the end of the day, Caesar
Go
made
ahead.
it until you learn
From
that
an
person,
actual person
that person,
and stop
you
guessing.
cannot have that. Well, you can't have an idea of what they're trying to do. You can assume that that's what they're trying to do until you have a conversation with them. Now, mind you,
don't
you
think
might
they-
say, you might get that one of them may be trying to do that. Maybe that's their MO, but you cannot assume
A whole
that's what they're
I'm
trying
not
to do.
saying everybody's trying to do it, but I'm saying at the same time, it's people out there doing it. And then at the same-
But then
no.
again, there's straight women who trick men into having sex with them for a baby.
Right? It's broke niggas who trick women and think they rich.
Exactly.
They wrong. Everybody
Yeah.
wrong for
But
that
that's
shit.
not all
They
niggas.
wrong.
But
But that's not all niggas. That's
But
not
I'm
all
telling
women.
y'all.
So the moral of the story is we got motherfucking liars in this world.
Okay, so
the
that's
moral
not
of the story.
everybody.
Let's move on to the next subject.
Thank you.
Nah, I'm just saying, bro. Y'all just getting on